This day in Sioux Falls history.
This day in Sioux Falls history is brought to you by Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry, the oldest jewelry store in South Dakota, using time-tested techniques to restore and repair jewelry and using the latest technology to create custom pieces. Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry, 325 South Phillips Avenue in downtown Sioux Falls. It was on this day, May 10, 1878, that a man by the name of John E. Colton comes to town. He hires R.F. Pettigrew to help him claim a piece of land north of Sioux Falls. Then he works with Pettigrew long enough to raise enough money to bring his family here and to build an estate. When his family arrives, John E. Colton and his family and a few neighbors, including John Goddard, built a community of Taupai, named after an American Indian chief Taupai who refused to abandon his newly established Christian faith and refused to attack settlers during the Sioux Uprising in 1862. Taupai instructed his warriors to protect settlers, and he used his influence to try to bring peace to the region. There's so many pieces of this story I find absolutely intriguing. We're taught by the history books that pioneers and American Indians, especially the Sioux, were bitter enemies in the late 1800s. Somehow, not much is said about Taupai and those who were like him who focused on peace. On the flip side of that coin, though, our histories don't mention men like John Colton very much either, who made an honorable gesture in naming his new community after a man that history told us should have been the enemy. Unfortunately, many years later, the community of Taupai would be incorporated as a city, and they changed the name of that city to honor the man who started the city. It's now referred to as Colton, South Dakota, and the story of its original name is mostly forgotten. I think we owe it to Taupai and to John Colton to remember the sacrifice and the bravery and the respect both men showed to each other, long before the history books were written or the official town's name was given. This day in Sioux Falls history has been brought to you by Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry.
Hi, this is Thomas James with Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry. We're absolutely honored to be able to look back on the history of Sioux Falls because we feel we're part of that. But we always look forward to the future and working with your grandchildren. It's more than jewelry, it's love. Come and see us at Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry at 325 South Phillips Avenue, downtown Sioux Falls.